Shalom, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Hot Shot Podcast presented to you by the Ticket Hitters. It's your boy, Ticket Hitter Walker here. And we had some monumental games last night, both going into OT. And we got two more significant games coming up tonight. But before we get into the games, the rituals, the parlays, the strategy, we first must give a big thank you to those that make this all possible. Thank you, FanDuel, for providing such an interactive gaming experience. Thank you for providing such a smooth interface. Thank you, FanDuel, for providing a source of income for millions of Americans just like me, providing us a new way to feed our family, to support our children, to pursue our dreams. Thank you, FanDuel, for giving us an outlet for our emotional pain, for just a distraction from life, from distraction from the daily traumas, the daily grind. Thank you, FanDuel, for just truly always being there for us when no one else is. When it's 3 a.m. and there's no one to talk to, you can always bet on Carribean basketball. So thank you, FanDuel. We appreciate you. And if you're not using the duel, you're already planning to lose. The daily numbers for today are 8, 13, 31, 12, 21, and 3. And remember, guys, before you lock in and start placing your bets, you got to think about what exactly do you want out of life while you're curating these parlays. Where do you want to be tomorrow? Where do you want to be next week? What do you want your FanDuel account to look like in 1 year? Think about these things and they'll lead you on the road to riches. Now let's get into last night's games. We have, of course, the official team of FanDuel, the New York Rangers versus the Carolina Hurricanes in a game 2 where Rangers took game 1 in the series. Sebastian Aho needs help, man. Sebastian Aho is carrying the team. He's trying to put everyone in position. He's even trying to, score himself too, but he can't do it all. Like, we need to call out Jesper Kotkaniemi, wherever you've been. We have not seen you all playoffs. Svechnikov is supposed to be a shooter. We haven't seen him the whole second half of the year. He's bluffing. He can't put shit on goal. Necas is supposed to be a third period clutch guy. Only showed up 1 game this series. As I told you guys last podcast, look out for Jordan Staal to try hard this series. He's thirsty. He wants a goal. And he tried. You can't blame him. Played great defense last night. He got 8 SOGs, and he's thirsty, man. He tried. Jay Gunsel has been a welcome addition to the team. He's actually putting the puck in the net, something he was not doing in Pittsburgh, with 2 goals last night. And Dmitry Orlov is having a pretty good playoffs, playing top line D-man. He's got 2 goals so far and a few other points to add to that. Jordan, one thing I did notice was Jalen Chatfield had a pretty good defensive game, but he needs to be a little bit more active shooting the puck from the blue line. As far as the official team of FanDuel goes, New York Rangers, Lafreniere has his first pulse in the playoffs. He scored twice last night, set up both by RDP. RDP had 3 points. Man, what can we say about RDP? He's a man on the mission and does not look like he wants to stop anytime soon. And of course, the most underrated player on the New York Rangers roster, maybe the most underrated player in the NHL. Last year, I saw him ranked as an honorable mention in the NHL Top 100. I believe he was number 107. And I don't see how it's possible when it's damn near a 50% chance on any given night, either Artie or Chris Kreider will score. Shout out to big Chris Kreider. I hope you say sorry to him tonight, you guys. And if you did bet on the Rangers, you want to give a shout out to Italy, shout out to the Italian Peninsula, shout out to the Papal States, because Vincent Trocheck has scored and for the game winner. Dallas. Where the fuck is Jason Robertson? Jason Robertson, everyone was sides to him, making articles about him, acting like he's that guy, acting like he's a real fucking shooter. He's not a shooter. He's barely a playmaker. Got 1 shot on goal. Wyatt Johnson's a monster. Agent Wyatt Johnson came out of nowhere. At this point, he's the best player on the team. Clearly, number 53. Trust him with your money. He will bleed for your money. Like, if you put a 2-leg on for him and he knows it, he will get out there, skate hard, try to put a few shots on goal for you. Where's Rupe Hines? Rupe Hines, 0 shots on goal last night. That is unacceptable. That is Rupe Hines, you're playing top line. This is madness. Where are you? Put the fucking puck on the net. We had a lot of people riding on you last night. Where are you? Where were you? Tyler Seguin, we haven't seen him in a long time. He's been spotted here and there. over the last quarter of the season, but we need more from him. If Dallas wants to win the series, they need more from him. Pavelski's skating hard. Captain, the white ambassador of the NHL, Mr. Jamie Benn. He's carrying this team as any good team captain should, and we need to acknowledge his contributions to the Dallas community. As far as the Avalanche goes, they don't need goaltending. They don't really need much defense. They're on a hot streak. They're on fire. And you know why they're on fire? They have finally released Valerie Nichushkin off his chains. They made Officer McKinnon take a backseat to Big V. They know Big V is Lord Pisces. They know if they want to win a championship, Big V must be the Conn Smythe winner. Even though Gary Bettman will try everything in his power to prevent Big V from getting the Conn Smythe, that's the path he's headed on right now. Big V's going crazy. It led the charge. And you can't forget the man of fortune himself, the striker, Mr. Miles Wood, number 28, coming in with the overtime winner. Lekkonen has been the primary scorer outside of Valerie Nichushkin in these playoffs for the Avs. He only shot once on goal last game. Expect for that to change. He's definitely going to try to get more active. It's just game one. Acclimating to the Dallas defense can be kind of tough. Expect to see more Middlestat and Trenton around game 3 or 4. These guys, they're clutch players. Middlestat was a hard soul in Buffalo before he came over. Trenton was a key component to Smashville before he came over, and these guys are still trying to find their place in the team. But around game 3 or 4, as you saw last series, they started to pick it up. I'm sorry, you guys. Ross Colton was a complete disappointment. Did not even get one shot on goal last night. It was a 20-day. Ross Colton should have showed up. Chris Kreider showed up. Ryan Suter showed up, but no Ross Colton. That's crazy. Number 20 is getting it in, but Ross Colton, you are no longer part of the number 20 elite club. The first game up we have tonight is the Florida Panthers versus the Boston Bruins. Game 2, Boston took game 1, 4-1. Do not expect Florida to lose 2 consecutive games on their home ice. They're way too good for that. Boston has something to prove game 1, and they were energetic coming off a game 7 OT victory. But you can pencil in Florida to win this game handily, 4-2 victory. For goal scorers, of course, the official player of the Hot Shot podcast, Mr. Carter Verhey, Mr. Clutch himself, Mr. Third Period. You can always rely on Carter Verhey for a goal. And even if he doesn't score this game, you can always count that he will score the next game. Vladimir Tarasenko playing third line tonight. He's been trying to get active. He's thirsty. Check him out for a goal. Of course, a great playoff performer. Has a lot of history with deep runs in St. Louis. Expect for him to turn it up. He knows he's only here for this playoff run before he's off to the next team, and he wants to make the most out of it. Fourth line, high odds guy. Look for Nick Cousins, number 21 on the fourth line. As far as Boston goes, you want to check out Zacha. Zacha has not scored this playoffs, but he's playing first line. He touches the puck a lot, and he was a pretty good scorer during the season. He just hasn't found his groove during the playoffs, but it's game 2. Team's calling on him. He's getting some shots on goal. You need to put your faith in Zacha tonight. Number 18, Charlie Coyle playing second line center. He's due for a goal. He's touched the puck a few times, gotten on some good assists. But right now, who's really hot on Boston is the third line, featuring JVR, my boy Trent Frederick, and a new kid on the block, Brezo, however you want to pronounce it. But they've each got a goal in the past 2 games, and I don't see that stopping. You got JVR number 21, Trent Frederick number 11, and Brezo at number 55, the agent. And when I say agent, these are people that have just appeared on the active roster. We have not seen them all year, and they just get called up and they start scoring immediately. These are agent-type players. Next, we go on to the Edmonton versus Vancouver series, Canadian battle. Battle for the crown of Canada. Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman, that's a 50-50 shot. One of them's going to score. Not great odds on those guys. Probably under plus 200. Shit. Draisaitl last year during the playoffs was a negative 115, so I'll take that. Warren Fogle has been quiet these playoffs, but he's definitely a shooter. He's going to get some good matchups playing on the fourth line. Number 37. He's probably going to be a plus 700, 800 guy. Lindholm if you're looking at a goal for the Canucks, he's been hot. He did not contribute anything at all during the regular season, so expect for him to make it up during these playoff runs. If Canucks want to win this series, they need goals from Quinn Hughes because they simply don't have enough scorers in their team, and the scorers they do have, such as JT Miller, Brock Besser, they're just not efficient enough. You need Quinn Hughes, the striker, to come out like he did around midseason when he was going dumb. Shout out to Ryan Suter for scoring last night on the Dallas Stars. His brother, P.S. Suter's playing top line left wing. He did score the series clinching goal last game. Just I'm not taking him tonight, but just something in case you guys want to be aware of. I'd rather go with Connor Garland, number 8, playing second line. For that game, take Edmonton 5-3. Edmonton doesn't have a great defense, but Vancouver's playing with an AHL goalie. He had a great series against the Predators, but then again, the Predators can't really shoot. When your second leader in shots on goal, outside of Forsberg and O'Reilly, is Luke Evangelista. You're not really in good shape. Jason Zucker was playing over his talent level, over his career averages the past month since being traded to Nashville. But he came back down to earth last series. So, yeah, the AHL goalies had a good run, had a few shutouts last series, but I don't see it continuing, not against skilled veteran, future Hall of Famers such as Draisaitl and McDavid. So, yeah, that's the game. I got Edmonton winning 5-3. Remember, guys, lock in, consult with your peers, your family, your loved ones, but when it's time to make these parlays, you need to be secluded and trust yourself. Remember, get your cognition flowing. Official caffeine of the day is a double brewed Nestle coffee, basic. And the official nicotine of today is a Casino Wood Tip Black & Mild. And remember, guys, always show gratitude, give thanks to the duel. The duel makes this all possible. Don't ask what the duel can do for you. Ask what you can do for the duel. And with that being said, I wish you guys the best of luck. Check back in tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Let's go, Carver. Hey.